What's up, guys? So today we're going to be debunking the claims of another internet guru. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. So we're not going to be attacking the person. We're going to be breaking down the ideas or the claims that this person is making and pointing out how they just really don't make any sense.
We are not here to understand anything in this world.
We are not here to understand anything in this world. Right off the bat, how did you come to the understanding that we are not here to understand anything in this world? If we're not here to understand anything, then why are you trying to get us to understand what it is that you're saying? It's a self-defeating statement. Let me restart it.
We are not here to understand anything in this world. We are here to overcome. Either you stand under something or you come over something.
So that's a false dilemma, right? A false binary. So he's saying that either you understand or you overcome, meaning you can't do both. Some questions to ask are, is it true that you can only either understand something or overcome it? Or is it true that you can do both? Is it true or false that we can have other ways of coming to conclusions for the experiences that we have in this world?
Thing about it is that when we sit in a situation where we're trying to understand something, we're stuck in the past. And when we're stuck in the past, we are taking snapshots of all of these things in our past. And most of the things that we get stuck in the past on, based on the way that society has told us, is literally having to do with fear-based constructs.
So this is a subtle straw man. To say that anybody who's just trying to understand the world, they're just stuck in the past somehow. And because they're stuck in the past, they're living in a fear-based control system or something. I wouldn't say that that's an accurate depiction of what it means to be trying to understand something. It's also a very oversimplified view of understanding. Trying to understand something doesn't mean that you're always just stuck in the past, reliving moments of trauma and fear. But when we're trying to understand something, especially what this creator is alluding to, meaning, things that we've went through, when we're trying to understand it, we're trying to gain knowledge and wisdom through that understanding. And through extracting the knowledge and wisdom out of the understanding and out of these things that we've gone through in the past, we can make more positive and impactful decisions moving forward in the present and the future. It's not wrong to try to understand something.
What is it that we are creating in our life? We are here to create love. And what is love? Love is the connection that we have with all things. And it allows you to remember those memories of the past. And when I overcome it, because I stop being a victim to every aspect of it, I end up in a position to where everything in life is love.
I don't think everything in life is love. I do not love that my next door neighbor's dogs bark whenever I hit the record button. I love dogs, but I don't love when they do this. So what this creator is doing is kind of just appealing to emotion. But I would ask, can you create love by connecting with all? Is that how we just create love, by connecting with all? I mean, I could take a knife and stick it into an electrical outlet and connect with the electricity in that outlet. And I wouldn't say that I'm experiencing love by doing that. Because if we're going to say connecting to all is everything, and not everything you connect with is love. Another thing is that love is subjective. Some people love in one way, some people love in another way. It's subjective unless you follow God's rules for love. Then I would say that that's an objective way to love and an objective way to find love. But the way this creator is explaining love, it can only be rationalized as a subjective feeling. To say everything is love, I would say that you're not paying attention, because there's a lot more than just love in this world.
You quit creating separation because you see every person as a reflection of yourself. You see all the things that you've created, the karmic cycles, the lies you've told, the stress you live in, the anger you've had, the love you feel, the love you make, all is love. And there's not one aspect of your life where you become a victim, where you are in suffering, because you can rewrite the program of yourself.
So just real quick, he appealed to the karmic cycle, but the karmic cycle is actually about suffering. Because if in your previous life you did things incorrectly, this iteration of your karmic cycle, the one that you're currently living right now, if you're suffering, it's because you deserve to suffer. You're paying off your karmic debt. Now, I would agree that you shouldn't see yourself as a victim all the time. I can't stand victim mentality. But there are times in life where you are a victim of something. Now, you shouldn't live in the perpetual state of victimhood, and you should overcome, as what this guy is saying, you should overcome the things that have happened to you. But the way that you overcome them is by understanding and working through the issues that you've had in the past and may currently have right now.
The program of yourself and pull yourself from the inside out to the most high vibration being that you can be.
So this term high vibration being, where's your primary source that by doing all of this stuff, you're going to now be at some sort of high vibration of enlightenment? So this term high vibration, it's a term that many of these gurus, they hijack the scientific words because they believe that everything is connected in one unified field, and that this field is consciousness, and the consciousness is the universal mind, and the universal mind is essentially us, and we are the universal mind and consciousness experiencing itself. But none of those words, like high vibrational, low vibrational, positive, negative, none of that have the meaning that these people give to it. In physics, when you use words like high and low or positive and negative, these are just terms for what something is. It's not positive as in, wow, this feels good, or negative as in, wow, this feels bad, or high vibration as in, wow, this is euphoric, and low vibration as depressed. That's not what those words mean in physics.
Scary about that is when you do that, people will run away from you. They will remember the static aspects of things out of fear, and they will hold those things more important than they hold love, because society has told them it's okay to suffer. And we are at this space where it's no longer okay to suffer, where we are here to receive, we are here to love. Gotta do it, otherwise this world is not going to change. I love you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So to his last point, that when you make all these changes, people are going to run from you. So this is an unfalsifiable claim, meaning we can't test it to see if it's true or not, except at a person-by-person basis. If, they change their life and then people start running from them. We can't, reach out to Pew Research to do a statistic on if when you change your attitude, people are coming to be in your life or running from it, to prove what this guy is saying to be correct or not. So will people run? Maybe. And as far as suffering, I would say this is making an interesting claim on knowing how the world is actually supposed to work, meaning like you're God and you can look through the sands of time and see that we're at a place where there's going to be no more suffering. Now, I would say that if you are God, which this guy is definitely not, he has let us know that in this life we will have trouble. We will have suffering in this life. But there is coming a time when the suffering will cease, where there will be no more pain, no more struggle, no more suffering, and every tear will be wiped from our eyes. But the only people who will get to experience that are the ones who put their faith in Jesus Christ. Putting your faith in a karmic cycle, putting your faith in getting to the highest vibration that you could possibly be in, putting your faith in changing the world by shifting the mindset of everybody, it's a temporary solution, even if it actually happened. Because when we pass from this life to the next life, there's only two places we can go. We will either be in the presence of the Lord or we will be out of it. And the only way to be assured that you will be in the presence of the Lord is by putting your faith in Jesus Christ, in his finished work on the cross and his resurrection from the grave. With that being said, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with my conclusions that I've come to after listening to this creator. Check out whatever video YouTube is telling you to watch right here. If you enjoy this content and want to be partnered with me and help me to create more of it, subscribe to our Patreon. And also keep a lookout for my book that will be dropping very soon, called Law of Attraction, a Gateway Drug to Spiritual Heroin. The link will be in the description below. God bless.